Hey kitty girls, welcome back to glamxzeek, or welcome to glamxzeek if you are new. I know I've been gone for like a couple weeks, but you know what? Let me just tell you what I've been through for the couple weeks. I really was trying to focus on myself, my mental health, my education, because I'm a scholar. But throughout those whole weeks of me trying to focus on my mental health, I just got more depression. So you know what? We're just gonna roll with the punches and we're just gonna continue into the video. If you guys know what today is Saturday. And if you guys do not know what Saturday is, today is Scary Storytime Saturday. And let me just give you guys a gist of like what it is. So what Scary Storytime Saturday is, so on Saturdays I upload a video of me doing my makeup while telling true scary story times and true paranormal cases. They're pretty scary or pretty interesting. But like, yeah, as you guys can tell that my vibe right now is like amazing. Like I'm like extravagant right now, you know? And like I'm feeling like spontaneous, you know? Is that even how you use the word? But I don't care. But like, you know, my ADHD has been acting up for the past couple weeks, and I'm just gonna use that throughout this whole video because it will help me like make it funny, you know? And yeah, but throughout this whole video I am actually gonna give a quick disclaimer because there is gonna be some graphic stuff. Let me just tell you that. And if you guys are highly sensitive to any graphic content, oh, that's the freaking voice crack. But if you guys are really sensitive to highly graphic content or graphic imaging or graphic audio, all those things that I just listed right now will be throughout this whole video. And if you guys are highly sensitive to that, I highly suggest, why am I saying highly? Maybe highly. But I really do highly suggest for you guys to click onto another video. And yeah, and I also recommend that, yo, why do I sound like Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse. I'm just kidding. And he'll be like, oh my god, why am I like, oh my god, can you guys see if I can like, anyway, I probably looked up. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I actually forgot, fuck. But I really do recommend that you guys watch this at night because it will give you like the nice like little touch, like the little cherry on top of being scary and stuff like that. If you guys like scary story times, if you guys like true paranormal cases, and if you guys like makeup, I highly suggest for you guys to hit that big subscribe button down below to join the kitty girl family because it's the most bad bitch family on all of YouTube. And I'm honestly so excited for today's video because guess what, guys? I am wearing a shirt today. I am not wearing a hoodie. I'm not wearing a hoodie. I'm honestly trying to like express my body and like trying to love myself, you know? And because like everyone should love themselves. You guys are beautiful, period. Like we love excess skin. We love every type of body. Pure love. There's no body shaming on this channel. There's no body shaming at all. We don't need that negativity. Puro positivity. Remember to turn on your post notification bell. Just hit that bell, girl. Just hit it. Just you know? And so you guys get notified every time when I upload a Scary Storytime Saturday. I'm gonna give you guys a dip of what we're diving in today. Throughout this whole video, I'm gonna talk about this girl named Anneliese Michel. So who is Anneliese Michel? Who is Miss Anneliese Michel? I'm just gonna give you guys a little quick overview moment. Anneliese Michel was just 23 years old when she got possessed by demonic forces. She went through 67 procedures of exorcism, and throughout those procedures of exorcism, she would tend to eat dead insects and animals. On some occasions, she would even bark like a dog, urinate on the floor, and lick it. Throughout this whole time of her getting possessed by demonic forces, she would try her best to fight it off, but the demons were much stronger than expected, and she did sadly pass away due to malnutrition, which means lack of nutrients in the body. It's just really creepy that knowing that there's these kind of like strong like stuff out in this world that this can happen to us. This is why you guys should go to church. You guys need to go to misa. I'm not trying to like make fun of everyone, like, but you guys already know the drill. I'm gonna do my brows off of camera, but if you guys would like a separate eyebrow tutorial how to slay your eyebrows, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll for sure make a YouTube video how to slay your eyebrows, period love. But we're gonna have to learn together because I'm like low-key like it's weird. Like my eyebrows have like half their days, but like they don't have their days. Is it just me? My girls and my queens and my kings and my queens that are watching this know what I mean when you do your eyebrows. Let me just get on to the video. I'll see you guys when my eyebrows are done. I am back with the brows, and they're done, and they're slayed as they should be. Remember that one eyebrow's always raising the other. Eyebrows are not supposed to be twins, they're supposed to be sisters. So remember that. So before I always prime my eyelids, I always use the Pro Concealer from LA Girl in the shade Porcelain, because I'm porcelain as fuck. I'm just kidding. But anywho, I'm just gonna put like a little bit on each eye. The inspiration of the look today is gonna be this here, this marvelous picture. Whole story starts in 1973, but we're gonna give it like a little background check. This all started. Anneliese Michel was born on September 21st, 1952 in Lefling, Germany. And she had younger sisters and a mother and a father. And as soon as Anneliese and her sisters started growing up more, her whole family moved to Klingenberg, Germany. Always drink agua, agua's vida. And speaking about vida, familia es vida, so we should talk about her familia. Anneliese's parents' names were Joseph and Anna Michel. Martha Michel, which was Anneliese's little sister, which is the youngest sister, and when she was just 8 years old, she did pass away due to kidney failure. Like, she did have 3 more younger siblings, and let me just name them out right now. Their names were Roswitha, Gertrude, and Barbara. But we're just gonna talk about the parents, because I feel like the purpose of how the kids are raised throughout their childhood is like, it's based on the purpose of their parents, how they were raised too, and what they had to go through. Okay, we're gonna start off with Mr. Daddy, Mr. Joseph Michel. Joseph Michel was a World War II Nazi soldier. So once Joseph came back home, he came with, let's just say, some minor things. He came emotionally out of touch, and also was probably diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, aka PTSD. If you guys do not know what PTSD means, it means that he went through a traumatic event in his younger past life, or like a little bit like a couple years back. I feel like the purpose of him having post-traumatic stress disorder is because when he was coming back to the West, he had to fight through the Russians to surrender to the US and the British forces so he can go back home. Okay, so we're going to talk about the mama, Miss Mama Michel. So Anna Michel went through a lot. Like, let's be honest, like, she went through a lot, and let me just explain what she had to go through. So Anna Michel grew up really strict and religious. So Anna Michel's village, as soon as she was growing up, half of her village got sent away to go fight in the war, and the other half got sent away to concentration camps. If you guys do not know what concentration camps are, let's just say it's a really bad thing, and it sucks that she had to go through that. Literally, in the middle of this girl's childhood, her whole village got invaded. Not invaded, but like, her whole village got, let's say, was forced to join the war. Half of her village was forced to join the war, while the other half got sent away to concentration camps. And it sucked because she was barely like a little girl. Anna, which is the mother, Anna was really hard on Anneliese and her sisters. Like, to the point that like they were not able to have no communications with no boys. And Anna also grew up with the fear that she would be socially shy away from, because her kids weren't really in perfect shape, nor they didn't have a perfect health like other children did. So Anneliese and her sisters could not have any sleepovers. They couldn't go to parties. They couldn't stay after school. They couldn't even go out with their friends. And if they had any friends, it would have to be like their parents would have to know them. And like, they couldn't even go to like no fiestas, no school dances. Like, it really sucked. It really did. So basically, I just did my eyes off of camera, just my eyeliner and my lashes. That's it. It honestly did really suck that Anneliese and her sisters couldn't go out anywhere. Dude, I'm just glad that I gotta go get some gas with my mom. So we're gonna get in a little bit more in detail of how Anneliese got possessed. Oh my god, I just went over pimple and it fucking hurt. Her parents started to take notice that it was affecting her like really bad. But then they went to a specialist, and the specialist supposedly diagnosed her with temporal lobe epilepsy. And the treatment that they were giving Miss Anneliese was not helping her at all, and was actually putting her like through so much more pain. She would tend to be concerned and start telling everyone that she would see like demonic creatures and would see ghostly like faces. Imagine you taking some jarabe and then like you start seeing Casper the Friendly Ghost. No ma'am. I get that was really off, but Anneliese didn't really think much of it. I don't know why, but she really didn't think much of it, and she didn't let it get in the way of her education. And in 1973 she graduated high school. Yes, Miss Anneliese being a whole scholar. Oh my god, I honestly do not know how I don't see the fucking foundation on my shirt, but right now Max is gonna let me notice, and oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm literally doing my whole face and not even talking. The fuck?
Oh, stains on your shirt.
Oh fuck. Okay, then I'm gonna have to watch this later. Okay, we're just gonna ignore this. Do not pay attention to this. Fuck, I'm so stupid. But when Anneliese graduated high school, she started enrolling into some colleges in Germany. And there was this one university that she wanted to go to. And the university was called University of Würzburg. And that was in Germany. Anneliese was hoping to become a teacher. Yes, Miss Anneliese. But throughout her whole college life, it was really, really getting hectic. And I say that because while other students were partying and like fiesteando and like other stuff. I don't even know if that was the word, but like, you know. Like while everyone's getting turned and shit, like Anneliese would be in her room always praying. A lot of students would think Anneliese was over religious and over busy, but like no, the poor girl was just locked away in her tower and she was just trying to hide away all her imperfections and her like everything that was happening to her in real life. But we're gonna start getting in a little bit, dipping into like how Anneliese's hallucinations started progressing from there. So every time when Anneliese would pray in her dorm room or at home, she would tend to get really, really bad hallucinations and would get demonic episodes. And from this happening, Anneliese did fall into like deep depression because like she did not know what was happening with herself. And why is that me though? And when she fell into depression, she got a really, really bad self-destructive behavior. And her parents would give her medication. They would give her antidepressant medication, anti-mood stabilizer medicine. They would give her a lot of stuff, but none of this medicine would be helping Anneliese at all. So the parents started to freak out. The parents started to freak out, as they should, and they're like, what the fuck is happening to our little baby girl? They called a close family friend, and the close family friend closely went up to Anneliese and already straight away said that she might be in a demonic possession. And they wanted to double check to make sure that this is real. So they would make Anneliese do things that are holy to see if she was in a demonic possession. They would make Anneliese walk across crucifixes, which is the cross with Jesus, and she wouldn't be able to pass the line or like right when the crucifix put there, if that makes any sense. The family friends started to notice that Anneliese would smell devilishly bad when she would be crossing these things, and her mood would automatically change. This girl would not be able to do things that are holy. So the family friends started to suggest to Anna and Joseph Michel, which were Anneliese's parents, and the family friends said for them to go to a priest. So that's what Anna and Joseph did. They went to a parish priest, as they should. And the parish priest examined Anneliese, and he reaffirmed her diagnosis. He said that the proper way to fix or to reaffirm her diagnosis is to perform a proper exorcism. While Anneliese went through these exorcisms, the first two exorcisms Anneliese went through were a fail, like literally a total fail. This wouldn't help Anneliese at all. This made the demonic spirit in her, the demonic spirits that's in her really, really mad, and she would start to do stuff to herself that shouldn't be done to anyone. She would between harm herself in any way possible to commit suicide. She would eat insects in order to harm herself. If she couldn't commit suicide, then she would do anything in her way to just harm herself in general. Like no medical attention could bring this girl any freaking hope. Like no medicine, no nothing. Like nothing was helping out Anneliese. Anneliese's parents wanted to do the exorcism again to cast out their daughter's demons, because these demons were physically and mentally draining Anneliese. You can see her exhaustion in her face. 75, there was a bishop from Würzburg, Germany, and his name was Joseph Stengel, and he was the one that performed this exorcism on Anneliese. Throughout this exorcism, the bishop actually casted out most of Anneliese's demons. Notice that Anneliese was possessed by the most powerful demons to be known, and those powerful demons' names are Judas Iscariot, Lucifer, Cain, Nero, a disgraced nun, and Hitler. A A lot of the times, Anneliese would think to herself, and she's like, the purpose of her suffering is because of her repercussions of her mother's sin. And the two exorcists that were working with Anneliese's case were named Arnold Renz and Ernest Alt. They would record the conversations between them and Anneliese, and I'm doing air quotes because it's not really Anneliese. I'm going to include the recording clip of Anneliese and the two exorcists having a conversation. So right now, if you guys do not want to listen to this recording, I suggest skipping to this time plot right here. So just in case you guys are sensitive.
When the ship that is the villains keeps kind of like.
Throughout this recording that they recorded between Anneliese and the two exorcists, they actually aired it on national television while they were in a TV interview. But while they were through a TV interview, detectives confiscated the tapes just for investigation purposes. But good thing that the priest made 2 extra copies. Throughout this video recording of the conversation between Anneliese and the two exorcists, you can definitely hear how Anneliese's voice changed dramatically, and it sounded devilishly terrifying. And it started getting a little bit more terrifying when she started naming all the demons that were possessing her. And one of the demons that were possessing Anneliese was named Hitler. I know, surprisingly. And the exorcist asked Hitler, the demon Hitler, to recite this prayer, and I have it right here so I can read it to you guys. And it did it in a stutter, as though against its will. But let's fast forward to 1975 in summer. So there was this old lady named Mother Mary, and Mother Mary would tend to visit Anneliese on a regular daily basis. Mother Mary suggested for Anneliese to perform a penance just for lost souls. If you guys do not know what a penance means, it's just like a prayer or low-key a sacrament, and you're just praying for lost souls. And everyone that was surrounding Anneliese while she was doing the penance started to believe that Anneliese was chosen as a victim to suffer for other people's sins. And that's really, really bad. But then as soon as Anneliese started doing the penance, it just angered the demons even more. That's when Anna and Joseph, Anneliese's parents, thought it was a good idea to do another exorcism over 67 times. They did the exorcism. If you get the number of snacks, and you get the direct pie, and then if you get 3 times 3, and then if you divide it by 2, and then you do a little 10 times 11, and then if you do a divider 1.6 Pythagorean theorem type of stuff, hypotenuse to the flamboyant, and yeah, and then you get 6. That's 6 exorcisms per week. I think 6 exorcisms per week.
Okay, so I'm hella dumb. So I divided 67 by 6, and I got 11, and that's 11 exorcisms per month. And I divided 11 divided by 28, and that's 2 exorcisms per week.
And she would repeatedly do the same stuff to harm herself. She would oh my god. Anneliese, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Anneliese would keep on doing the same stuff to herself to harm herself in any way possible, and she would eat dead insects and urinate on the floor, and she just kept on repeating the same stuff that she did in the past, the past as the first times that she got possessed by a demonic spirit. And Anneliese would crawl under the floor, stay there for 2 days on her knees. I know that sounds really weird, but she would be on her knees under the table, and she would bark like a dog at people. And this would continuously be for a long while. She wouldn't leave under the table. She would just be on her knees barking at people, attacking them if they try to help her. And it was a lot, honestly. Imagine your sister, your brother going under a table, knowing that they're in a demonic possession, and they're under a table and grabbing you, trying to grab you and scratch you. You don't know who this person is.
I fucking swear, bro. You don't know who this person is. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I swear I'm an actor.
Anneliese, like while she was going through these diabolic episodes, she refused to eat or drink anything. She can like get sick and just like get it over with this diabolic influence. As soon as like countless of sessions of exorcism, Anneliese weighed about 68 pounds. And she was 23. Bitch. She lost a lot of weight. I think she was like 150, 60, 70. Like she's just straight up like 68 pounds. Bro, I'm about to get possessed so I can lose some weight. Life hack! Just kidding, you shouldn't really like fuck around like that. During the final attempt of Anneliese's last exorcism to cast out the rest of her demons, Anneliese's parents had to physically carry out Anneliese, and Anneliese died in her parents' arms because of malnutrition, which is lack of nutrients in her body. She wasn't eating the right kind of food. She wasn't eating actually no food, and she wasn't drinking anything. So her body was just like in temporal shock, and she died from that. And the moment before Anneliese passed away, she looked up at her mother and told her, "Mother, I'm afraid." Honestly, I would have been really, 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 really emotional if my daughter or son ever said that to me. Anneliese said that she closed her eyes and passed away. I'm not crying. You are, okay? This is really good. Shout out to Natalie for giving me these little snacks. Girl, do this. If you need like a good snack, it's really salami, cream cheese, and Ritz. But as soon as Anna and Joseph, which were Anneliese's parents, and the two exorcists, as soon as the news started to get out, they started getting really, really, really bad like criticism. And as soon as Anna and Joseph, Anneliese's parents, and the two exorcists, which were the people that helped out Anneliese while they were performing the exorcism, as soon as the news started getting out that Anneliese died because of malnutrition and she went through diabolic episodes, everyone was really giving them really, really, really bad criticism. All that criticism, they had to stand in trial. Claimed by the testimonies, if Anneliese was not force-fed, this is what the judge said, if Anneliese was not force-fed a week before, Anneliese would have quote-unquote survived the pneumonia, because that's supposedly her diagnosis that she died from. Finally, the Mitchells and the two priests got charged with inflicting death by criminal negligence, and they were sentenced to 6 months in prison. The prison time was like waived in like 2005, and that's when Anna got interviewed. When Anna was getting interviewed, she quoted this, and I have it on paper so I can read it to you guys. "God told us to exorcise our daughter's demons. I don't regret her death." Who the fuck says that? So this is going to be the end for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you guys did enjoy it and watched it through, I highly suggest for you guys to hit that bigger subscribe button down below to join the Kitty Girl family, because it's the most bad bitch family in all of YouTube, period. And if you guys would like to follow me on any of my socials, it'll be in the description box down below, following with all the makeup products that I used throughout this whole video. Remember to like, share, and comment me ideas of what scary story time I should tell next. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, Kitty Girls.